Hello, sports fan. This is Steven here for Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering the incomplete rebuild of the Cincinnati Bengals. Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates each and every time we have breakdowns here at Sports Choice Plus. Without further ado, let's get right into it. As we all know, the Super Bowl Sunday has come and passed. Joe Burrow and the Bengals came up just short of a Super Bowl victory, and you're looking at they could have literally been champs 2-3 minutes after. And they were just 2 or 3 minutes away from possibly hoisting that Lombardi trophy. What seemed to be one of the greatest rebuilds of all time came up just short due to one small oversight in offensive line. Looking at just what they were able to accomplish, looking at just on paper, the Cincinnati Bengals were able to beat the Kansas City Chiefs twice and Patrick Mahomes. They were able to win the division essentially. And you're looking at what they were able to do as far as Jamar Chase being the offensive player of the year, looking at what they were able to do in the playoffs, having big victories and being able to win in Kansas City on the road, giving the Rams all they can handle in the Super Bowl as well. When you look at just the offensive presence, they have a three-headed monster at wide receiver that showed up big. You got Mixon that's big, running the football. You got the defense that surely slowed down the Rams offense a little bit. And then you look at the quarterback position. Joe Burrow is one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, top 5 to 10. And you're looking just at what this road leads to. I think that they have everything they need except an offensive line. This season, this offseason, they have upwards of $40+ million in cap space. I expect them to use and exercise that and be aggressive in free agency to finish off this rebuild. One of the best parts about this team, they have a lot of cap space to use. If I'm them, I'm looking at the New Orleans Saints and their offensive linemen. I'm looking at a couple of different spots where their offensive linemen have free agencies and really going at it and really attacking the aggressive way in the draft and free agency. Protecting Joe Burrow should be your number one asset at this point. He is the franchise. You've got enough offense, and we've seen it. You've got just a good enough defense, maybe another corner or two to replace Eli Apple. But at this point in time, the Cincinnati Bengals have something special on their hands. They have Joe Burrow and company. It's going to be very competitive going up against Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and a lot of other cast and characters that are in the AFC as far as quarterbacks go, like Lamar Jackson and company. You have a lot of guys, Josh Allen and company in Buffalo. You have a lot of quarterbacks that are pretty good. So in order for the Bengals to do this, they have to stay aggressive. They have to be on top of their draft game. And then they have to continuously push the envelope offensively and defensively to get better. Now, my expectations of them within the next 3 years is them for not only just to be in the actual Super Bowl, but to win an actual Super Bowl. That's how much talent that they have. That's what I saw on this team. So for Joe Burrow and the Bengals, y'all have nothing to be ashamed of. You lost the Super Bowl. You had a hell of a season. At this point in time, hit the reset button, recharge, train in the offseason and get better. This is a special team in Cincy. I don't think we're done talking about this Cincy team for some time to come. So this incomplete rebuild could be essentially finished off with the offensive line. 9 times was he pressured in the second half. 9 times. He was sacked 7 times in the second half. You're looking at what Joe Burrow had to deal with. If he had some type of offensive line that could protect him, he said all the right things in the press conference. But if he had some type of offensive line, he could have a little bit more time and they could have won. That one play where Aaron Donald stood up the offensive lineman and then went and go grab the running back and tackled them both, that's the kind of plays you got to avoid. But these guys are champions. Doesn't matter if they lost the Super Bowl or not. They're champions. They'll be back. I don't think it's a Dan Marino situation when you go once and that's it. So I'm picking the Cincinnati Bengals to be great. I think they'll be in a Super Bowl within the next 3 years or so. I think they could repeat next year. You never know. But leave your comments in the comment section. What do you think about the Bengals? Do you think this rebuild was just a fluke? Do you think they need to go offense, defense, special teams, or what? And we made it to the end of the video, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I thank you for definitely checking us out on Sports Choice Plus. Make sure you check out all the archives of videos each and every week we have breaking here on Sports Choice Plus. And as always, we thank you so very much, and we'll see you on the next video.